Good morning, welcome to Morning Expresso. You're watching the Indian Express. I'm Charulata Biswas. Let's begin with the big story. The Indian Express's list of 100 most powerful people is here. After BJP's thumping victory in the recently held assembly polls in 4 out of 5 states, it won't come as a surprise that PM Modi retained the top spot in the list yet again. But there are a few notable additions to the top 10 names. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's success in the UP polls has propelled him from number 13 last year to number 6 this year. Meanwhile, a better late than never, Akhilesh Yadav is now among the 50s, up 15 odd ranks. And Priyanka Gandhi Vadra gets a consolation rank of 75 for effort. Here are the stories you'll find only in Indian Express. With the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov set to visit India on Thursday, Radha Kumar writes, "Our political and military strategists, including those in the opposition, know well that no sustainable peace can be arrived at while one side tries to militarily force the other to acquiesce in its goals. That should surely be the first point for Jaishankar to delicately convey to Lavrov, along with a clear, if equally delicate message that India cannot negotiate defense purchases until Putin ends his war." You can read the article only in Indian Express. Let's have a look at the front page. With the departure of a key ally from the ruling coalition, Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's PTI-led government is no longer in majority in parliament. Amid the uncertainty, the Pakistan army has asserted its dominance over the country's politics once again. It's no secret that the army and ISI were instrumental in getting Khan elected. However, the rift began over differences in the appointment of the ISI chief and crew with PTI's subpar governance record. Meanwhile, contradictions within the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government have come to the fore, with sources in the Shiv Sena saying Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has taken up with NCP chief Sharad Pawar the issue of the NCP allegedly being soft on the BJP, even as members of the ruling coalition were allegedly being targeted by central investigation agencies. The centre has told the Delhi High Court that a significant social media intermediary may remove only the unlawful content of the user but not take down the account itself, making exception only in cases where the majority of content by a user is unlawful. A user can initiate proceedings against a social media platform for suspending his or her account without a prior notice, the centre added. Booked for the murder of a patient who passed away after a delivery in Rajasthan's Dausa, Dr. Archana Sharma died by suicide. In her note, she wrote, "I have done nothing wrong and not killed anyone." PPH, postpartum hemorrhage, is a known complication, and so stop harassing doctors so much over it. Her husband has accused local BJP leaders for pressuring police into filing an FIR against his wife. Here are the must-reads. A 38-year-old Satish, a fitness trainer who became an e-rickshaw driver after losing his job during the lockdown, died while attempting in vain to save 2 workers and their contractor from a sewer in Delhi. Just a few years ago, his family said Satish had jumped in a lake without a second thought to save the lives of 2 boys. The National Human Rights Commission has issued notices to Delhi's Chief Secretary, the government, the Police Commissioner and the MTNL chairman, seeking a detailed report on the incident within 4 weeks. Sariska Tiger Reserve is not prone to forest fires, but on Sunday a massive fire broke out in the facility that took 72 hours to contain. While the cause is still unknown, what remains a worry is the way the fire spread and destroyed around 10 square kilometers of forest despite timely satellite warnings and the availability of a real-time mobile application-based fire response system. Some COVID updates. To combat a surge in COVID cases, China has imposed a hard lockdown in half of Shanghai, the financial capital and a global hub for international finance and trade. Since shutting down the entire city at one go was not considered desirable, the lockdown is to be implemented in 2 phases. We explain why China is seeing a spike in COVID infections and whether India should worry. It's been a remarkable career for Dwayne Bravo, who was played for 20 franchises around the world. For a man with the most gorgeous lofted drive over extra cover and long off, and who started as an opener in his formative years, only turning to bowling at the age of 19 or 20, it's as a thinking bowler that he has been raped and feted, and in particular his slower ones. Mainly it's about execution, the timing of when to bowl, what lengths to bowl, the dipper or the regular cutter or the full dipping yorker or the well outside of full ball, the game awareness, he tells the Indian Express. And in today's Delhi Confidential, it appears it's only a matter of time before Yuva Patidar leader Naresh Patel joins the Congress. While there is resistance within the party to the condition he has said he wants Prashant Kishore to handle the Congress's poll campaign in Gujarat, the party, it seems, has made up its mind to induct him. Those critical of Kishore in the Congress, and there are many, say he and Patel are working in tandem. And finally, in today's episode of the Three Things podcast, we talk about the Sri Lanka crisis and Chief Minister Yogi's new cabinet. We also bring you updates on the attack on Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's house. That's a wrap from me today. For the latest updates, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Indian Express. Thank you so much for watching.